Hello everybody, it's Rachel here at Everyday's Drama Time. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Today's video is going to be on the Austin Mcbroom allegations made by Cole Carrigan. We're going to be talking about everything that has been said and alleged so far. Obviously, this is such a difficult and sensitive subject, so my video is a little bit late compared to some, but I wanted to wait a little bit and see what else came out and make sure that this video is done in the right way. Having said that, everything I'm about to say is alleged and I am only reporting on what has been said so far. And secondly, I want to say I hope the girls involved in this have plenty of support around them, and it took a lot of guts to tell their story, and not just to one person but to the whole internet. I'll be leaving some information below about sexual assault charities in the US and the UK. And if you're sensitive to this subject, this should come with a trigger warning and maybe this video isn't for you. Okay, so on October 14th, Cole Carrigan released a video called The Truth About the Ace Family. Cole had said this on Twitter a day or two before. I normally would never make a video like this, but I think I'm going to tonight for the sake of my friend and every other victim of the Austin Mcbroom. I have every receipt. Do I do it since they paid off Drama Alert $500K to Hush? This whole situation is making me feel so uneasy. I hate inserting myself into SHIT, but when it involves my friend, it becomes my business. And knowing the disgusting criminal acts going on behind closed doors with this family makes me sick. The fact that millions of people are unknowingly supporting a cheater and an attacker makes me effing sick to my stomach. And paying off a drama channel $500K to stay quiet? So obviously this blew up on Twitter for multiple reasons. Firstly, and obviously, the allegations. People either flat out didn't believe Cole, who has had some drama of his own, so the beginning of that saying I wouldn't normally insert myself in drama is not exactly true. A lot of people were saying that if this is true, you better make the video but have actual receipts. And the other reason was because Keemstar, who runs Drama Alert, had said at the end of his last video that he was working on a video and they would be up in the next day or so, but it never came out, so people assumed that Cole was telling the truth and that Keemstar had been paid off. A couple of days later, Cole released his video and it was shocking. He said that the reason he was doing this video was because he didn't want this to happen to anyone else and because other girls have come forward and claimed Austin has cheated with them in the past, and then it all gets covered up. He said that his friend who this happened to was scared to talk about it because of the NDA she signed and because Austin and the Ace family have millions of followers and a lot of money to fight anything she says. So Cole said that he didn't sign an NDA and so was able to speak on it. Also, since Cole put the tweet out there saying he was going to be filming the video, allegedly someone from Austin's team had already messaged her and said, "I think it's in your best interest if you told Cole to stop. If he proceeds, you both are looking at some serious consequences. I'm actually a friend of yours, just trying to help you be smart, girl." Now, I don't know about you, but saying they're your friend and then saying be smart, girl, it's obviously not a friend. Cole's friend replied and said, "Wait, what? Who is this?" To which this person carried straight on without answering the question and just said, "You're already involved. Just because he didn't mention your name doesn't matter. You gave him the information that he knows, whether it's true or fake." This whole messaging part is just super sketchy to me. He also says again that him and his friend were hoping that Keemstar would do a video so they wouldn't have to, and he shows a message between him and Keemstar where Cole asks how much did they pay you and Keemstar answers $500K. There is something to note about that, but we will get to that later in the video. He starts by saying that his friend was invited to Miami with a group of girls, and he shows the messages between Austin and his friend, and basically Austin was playing Tinder through his friend. She was sending pictures of appropriate hot girls, and he was either saying yes or no, which is just gross, especially when you have a wife and 2 kids at home. But anyway, here you can see a message with a picture that's been blurred out, and it says, "How about her?" underneath, to which allegedly Austin replies, "Send one more pic," and her SHIT is private, to which she replies, "No, it's not. She has a lot of fake and fan pages and sends more pictures." To which Austin writes, "Yeah, I seen, and my guy's about to text you." Cole's friend then asks, "She wants to know who's going, as your usual squad, right?" She asked if you have a hot friends, to which Austin replies with the crying laughing emoji. It then looks like he sent a voice message or something because she replies, "I can't hear anything." Cole's friend then messaged back and says, she says that sounds good. Also, I have hot friends that live in Miami too, since I'm from there, to which Austin replies, I know you do. Ha ha ha. So it sounds like they've met or have known each other before this time. Austin then says sending the address to the place they were staying soon and asks if she's packed yet, and she says, okay, a little bit, and are we taking a jet back? To which he replies, trying to, we still have flights if not though. The next screenshot is apparently from Austin's assistant organising the trip, and I've had to blur out some of this because Cole didn't, and it showed the person's number and the address of the place they were staying, and I don't think it's necessary to show that. Basically, Cole's friend says they have arrived in Miami and is asking where to go, which the assistant says come all the way to the end of the parking structure, and then sends the link to the yacht company they are using. They apparently have a great time for the first 2 days, and Cole put in a picture that shows Austin at a club in Miami on the dates in question. Trigger warning, this is when we will be talking about what I'm going to be referring to as SA, which is obviously short for sexual assault. Cole says that him and his friends and Austin had been drinking all day, having a good time, and his friend and another girl go back to their room to get changed and have a shower before they have dinner or whatever they are doing in the evening. He says his friend was undressed and about to get in the shower when allegedly Austin, a security guard, Austin's dad, and 2 other guys came into their room, and Austin allegedly started flirting and rubbing the girl's naked arm. Apparently, his friend said that she was very drunk but not passed out drunk. She knew what was happening. Cole says that his friend repeatedly said no and was crying and traumatized. She says that shortly afterwards, a friend of Austin texts and says, "What up?" And after they didn't reply, says, "Did you die and are you dead?" Which is super weird in itself. Cole's friend then replies, "No, I'm not. Why?" He replies, "Getting ready," to which she just says, "Cool," and then the friend asks, "Did y'all get back?" And she just replies simply, "Yes." Now, one thing I found interesting is at the bottom of this text, the friend who asked if they were dead says, "Okay, try to make sure you're not late if you can." Now, that may be about late home or late to dinner, etc. Or is he saying trying to make sure you're not late on your period? I don't know. It's just a thought I had. The next screenshot that Cole inserts is of Cole's friend texting her ex-boyfriend asking for help. She says, "Hey, me and my friend are in a bad situation in Miami. Just wondering if you could help." He responds asking if she's okay, and she says, "No, my friend got raped and I'm pretty sure we're in danger." Now, what I find weird about this is that she says my friend got raped, but not her. And that's not to say she's not telling the truth, and obviously she didn't have to tell him, and I understand how telling an ex that could be embarrassing. It was just something I noticed. Cole then calls his friend and gets her to tell her side of it because he obviously wasn't there, and she uses a voice changer. She says that on June 22nd, they went on jet skis and went on the yacht and drank a lot, and her and her friend went back to their room to get changed, and they were both naked when all of a sudden the door opens and Austin walks in and is being really flirty, and before she knows it, his basketball friend is in the room too, also trying with her and her friend. She says that Austin's dad and security guard were also in the room. And I'm not going to go into details because it's honestly so heartbreaking and hard to listen to. But she says that at some point her friend starts screaming and crying, and that makes the men leave after the SA, and her and her friend both just sit in the dark crying and hugging each other. And they both left the next morning. I don't know if that was planned or if they asked to leave early, but she said obviously it was super awkward and having to say bye to them when they knew what they had done. Now, to add more mess to an already messy situation, a few hours after Cole's video went up, Keemstar started tweeting saying that Cole was doing this for himself and that he had texted Cole saying that he had been paid $500,000 as a joke, and showed his side of the tweet where Cole doesn't say anything. And a few hours later, Keemstar says, "Cole, I'm being sarcastic." Now, this is the part about Cole's screenshot I said we had to get back to, because in Cole's, it's obvious that he has covered Keem's response because the text box is huge, like he's pressed space or a lot of return, but not actually typed anything. And I honestly wish that Cole had just been honest about that, because it has taken the focus off of what should be about the girls, and then people were talking about Cole lying when he needed people to be sure that those screenshots were real. Keemstar also said that myself and my team have been working on the Ace family cheating story for months, if not a year, and I'm going to come out with a story, and Clown Carrington, as Keem is now calling him, is not going to discredit me before I do. Another thing that really annoyed me about Keemstar's many rants about Cole and him being a liar on Twitter, he also said that serious allegations should not come from an anonymous source. And in a live stream, he said basically that the victim must be lying because she was staying anonymous and used a voice changer, which is completely ridiculous. It was so brave to have said anything to one person, let alone the whole internet. However comfortable they needed to feel is the right way, and it's totally up to them. Keemstar later tweeted saying that he got more information privately, and I'm actually starting to more believe this SA story. Things are developing fast. Since I put a lot of doubt in this video, I wanted to update ASAP. So everyone was waiting for Keemstar's video, thinking he knew something else about it, and he uploaded a day later and said nothing new. He just went over how Cole lied about the 500k and he was being sarcastic and would never sell out to anyone. The same day, however, a girl who I will not be naming, even if she put it on her own Instagram, wrote, "To speak on the video that Cole Carrigan posted, some of you had already figured out that I am the other girl they're talking about in the video. I feel like this video was made for the wrong reasons and this isn't Cole's story to tell." Cole even texted me saying we could potentially get paid $100,000 from this, following the claim that Drama Alert was paid $500k. I wasn't aware that the girl's name and Cole were in contact with Drama Alert to anonymously run our story, but I was aware of Cole's video being made, and I only wanted it to be factual if it was ever going to be posted. I wanted to say that Austin Mcbroom is not to blame in the situation. It did not RAPE me or anyone. I'm currently handling this situation in my own way. I brought this to social media to address the false accusation. That isn't what I wanted. There's several sides to every story, and this isn't how I wanted to tell mine. She then posted a screenshot of a message from Cole that said, "Yeah, I get it, no worries," and then stuff blacked out and enough proof. But the point of this is not to upload the video. The point is to scare them into paying us off, because if they paid Drama Alert $500,000, so I'm sure they would pay me $100k or more. Not to say anything, and then I would split that with you guys if you help me and then send me all the receipts I need. Now, when I saw this, I have to be honest, I felt sick. The fact that this girl has obviously been through something, and although it was supposed to be anonymous, people were figuring out that it was her, and she felt she had to say something. And although it says Austin didn't have anything to do with it, she does say that something happened to those poor girls, and that's the important part. Imagine going through something so traumatic and then having millions of people all know about it and either believe you or think you're lying. And the other part that makes me sick was that Cole, Mr. I didn't want to get involved unless it was for the right reasons, wanted to profit from these girls' pain and had the cheek to say that he would split anything he got from it with them. Now, I didn't think that Austin would say anything. They have a history of either carrying on as normal or of just saying you can't break us. And Catherine had actually tweeted out this on the same day. The video is uploaded. It says, "I don't know who's worse, the person who photoshops conversations or the people who believe it. Next, can't break us, ever." And in response to a fan who asked who sent the messages, she wrote, "I literally died of laughter, along with everything else that comes up." This rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, because it seems like she was just laughing about the allegations. Although I thought Austin wouldn't say anything, he actually did the day after the video was posted. He said, "If you have not heard, I have recently been the victim of extortion, defamation and slander. I knew this was a cold world, but never did I foresee something like this disturbing upon me. Thank you to all the Ace family members for all of your concerns, and thank you to those that know my character and my heart. I don't wish this upon anyone, and I could only hope that those responsible for this learn from their mistakes and become better people. My family and I will deal with this matter privately and are taking legal action. Bullying, extortion, slander and defamation of character is something I will not stand for, and I can promise that justice will be served." He also attached the screenshots one of the girls had put up on Instagram saying about Cole, thinking he could get paid $100,000. A day later, he uploaded a screenshot of a message saying legal, And I would like to start off the day saying that me and my family are taking this situation very seriously on the allegations that have been brought upon me. Like I have mentioned already, we are taking legal action to handle this matter of extortion. We have sought out the top legal advice and have hired a former senior prosecutor with a name blacked out who is an ex-deputy district attorney, will now be handling everything from here on out regarding this matter. We are confident that Mr. Name Blacked Out will see the truth in this matter and hold those accountable for their extortion, Austin Mcbroom. Now, I don't know the reason for posting this, and I think it is slightly misleading when you write legal above it and have it typed up to look like a legal document when it's actually not. Now, Cole responded to this by saying, "No, I'm not getting sued for extortion, but Austin Mcbroom and his team will be arrested for SA. My intentions were wrong in the beginning, but I realised what was more important, and that this is why my video was uploaded with factual evidence. No amount of dollars were ever involved." He then also said if Austin was really a victim of extortion, why post 3 different statements about how you're getting your lawyer involved? If you were really a victim, there would be no case to file. He's scared because I posted facts. And then he says, here's the rest of the conversation he posted that was left out. The police are involved. I will not be speaking about this anymore. He posted screenshots between him and the victims. One says, the rest I knew about 10,000%, what was being said or how it was going to be worded, but I knew Cole was going to put out a tweet about the same situation. Cole then replies saying, this isn't the time or place to argue about this. We're all 3 supposed to be coming together to bring light to the situation, justice for you 2 and for all the other girls this happens to. Not to start or cause another fight. I don't know why you keep bringing up the same things or seem so frustrated, but I am just trying to help you guys, and I'm getting absolutely nothing out of this besides millions of hate comments when I post this video just to stick up for y'all. To which one of the girls replied, thank you, Cole. In the other post, Cole says, I was only going to maybe get paid off to not post a video, but I'm now realising that's not important and also not going to happen, so I'd rather just post a video if I make anything from it, which won't be much, and I already told Name Blanked Out I would split with you guys because that's the priority of this. I want you to be comfortable and okay with everything, but I also don't need a bratty attitude and any negativity coming from you because I'm literally trying to help. He then says in a separate message, you guys both available? I'm about to send a video so you can watch it because I'm posting it soon. To which one of the girls replies, yes, send it. And that is everything that has come out so far. If I missed anything important out, I'm sorry. It has been a lot to go through and find all the receipts for. I think something did happen to those 2 girls, and the focus is now more on Cole's gross behaviour, and it is gross, let's be honest about that. But now that that's come to light, it's making people question what the truth is and what the motivations are behind doing the video. And Keemstar isn't helping the situation. He has been tweeting out the victims' names and saying, contact me if you want your story told in the right way and not just for money. It's all such a mess, and it worries me if/when the police become involved, which I hope they already are, then all of this has happened so publicly that it may harm a prosecution or enable a defense. Hashtag Ace Family cancelled and hashtag Austin Mcbroom is over party have been trending all week, and although they've been receiving a lot of hate, I am also surprised how many of their supporters are still saying we love you and don't believe it. So who knows what's going to happen? What do you guys think to Cole's video and the Ace family? Let me know in the comments section below, and if you could like and subscribe, that would be awesome. And if you or anyone you know has been affected by anything mentioned in this video, here are some numbers for support groups near you. This one is for the US, and these are for the UK.